Come on, Big Daddy. Go on. Shithead.
Sir, what is your name?
Richard Eaton.
Richard Eaton?
Yes.
Sir, you're charged with going through a red light on Dean Street and Route 10.
Yeah.
What do you want to tell me about this?
I have no idea. After leaving the VA hospital, I don't know if they gave me a shot or something or what, but I've never had a moving violation before.
You went to the VA hospital?
That day, yeah.
Are you a veteran?
Yes. Vietnam veteran.
Let's take a look at the violation, okay?
Okay.
All right. Lisa, can we see this? Okay. What year did you serve in Vietnam?
69 to 71, yeah.
69 to 71.
69, 71.
Yeah.
Drafted right out of high school.
Where'd you go to high school?
East Providence High School.
Oh, yeah. You know, I have a real soft spot in my heart for veterans.
Yeah.
And particularly for Vietnam veterans.
Yeah.
Who's all here?
I am.
I've always carried. I'm not allowed to see my little babies loving I didn't mean to. I really didn't. You wanna join up with me, Honda, or what?
I'm playing football.
You playing football?
Yep.
Okay, well then I'll just go into the dark zone. What was that? Ewo! Ewo! Oh.
Didn't want that. What's the Coke 600 this weekend? Fuck. Is it on Fox or Fox Sports? What? Oh, it is. It's on Fox. 6 o'clock. No, Sunday night. Yep. Yep. Looked it on the thingamajig. I can't think of it. I don't know. Fucking brain dead. Can you erase pavement with it? Is that the thing? Watch you be fucking kick all their asses. Could be. I'm playing against the Philadelphia Eagles right now. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. Cause right after I face you, I face them again. So cause I face them now, and then I face you, and then I face the Eagles again. I am live too, but I'm not. I haven't started playing. I'm right here at the ready screen. Doing the debate. Okay, when Jenna gets back, you have to complain and say, "Where's your Chinese?" Okay, when Jenna gets back to the house, you have to complain and say, "Where's my Chinese?" Because last night when you beat me at Bristol, she said, "Oh, you know what Elo gets for beating you?" I'm like, "Chinese." She's like, "Yeah." So you got a bitch.
Oh, me too.
Are you using the couch or the chair? Ah. Is that one like Dustin's or is that one like same one? Did you ask your lady how much she paid for it? No, okay. That was I was curious. 80 or 90. Fuck, I should have won bought a fucking steering wheel instead of weed. I just want to play the fucking mud bogging game with it. It was fun. You know what I mean? It was like realistic. You get fucking stuck in there. I gotta fucking wiggle the wheel around. And it starts taking off. Wiggle again. Going again. It was cool. Devin was the rollover flop king.
Why?
If someone was stuck and flopped over somewhere, it was usually Devin. Because he had that fucking thing in his head, I can do her, bud.
Can. Always can do her.
Yeah.
Always. Always can do her. Never can't.
Yeah. Even
Cause if you don't think you can do her,
yeah,
yeah, I
do
can do
her.
her.
Yeah.
That's exactly right, feller. I can do her.
You left your shit on too, didn't you?
Oh boy. Beavis.
So you can tell Dustin to stop whining. Huh? You don't know what you're gonna get, do you?
Never do.
No, we're pretty bad. You know that? At least I was in the last month. I was bad.
Well, I mean, I kind
I
of
bought
was.
three
Fancy
fucking,
bought
actually
me the
four
division,
fucking.
and then she also got me a 40 bag worth of weed that I went through in a day.
Yeah, I downloaded 4 fucking
I still have
games.
to download Monopoly. I have to get on your woman. I have to download your woman's name on
Actually,
my shit.
you
And
really don't
download.
need to do that. Your dad has all that
No?
shit.
Really?
Yeah, but he has Monopoly and Uno. Jenna
Oh, so
just
I'll download them both from his.
Jenna has both now actually too.
Right.
So, but it might not be on your dad's name. It might be on Cole's name or somewhere around there.
No? No, mister? How about it?
Gee, going fast, huh? I told Kevin that's what he needs. I told him he'd probably drive better too.
Oh, I bet you that made him happy.
He goes, "Fuck you, Honda. Fuck you."
I'd be like, yeah, fuck you too, bud.
I've been so fucking pissed about Michigan. Last couple of races, you ask Elo, I have fucking not been pushing. Let everybody go do all their shit, wreck, and I go, meow, see you later. Right, Elo? It's been working. I've been finishing consistent. Now, Elo's in the new world now with his steering wheel. He's like, oh my god, this is going to be great. But he's, I think... Dustin seemed like he was doing pretty good with the steering wheel there on pavement. Double penetration. Alright, sweet. I know where I'm running. I hope that I hope that Elo guy doesn't fucking get in front of me again. Seagulls, that's great. Every time I hear someone call him that, I put on that song. Seagulls, stop it now. How you doing?
How when you do? Yeah, it's nasty. So? Uh-huh. And then she'll be able to pump more. Ooh, faster. Plus, you gotta also realize, those things are kinda meant for work.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, and here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants.
There, Elo, right now, me and you are in the wild card.
And Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And the offense last week, they had things
Cody's
humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Don't say nothing, but it ain't.
They come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games.
The reason why you don't want to play with Dust no more in Dutch.
NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. Runs through the contact.
And it's because Dust likes to run his pie hole.
Gets him across the 30
if you can't
to
tell.
the 33-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their 6'5" quarterback out of North Dakota State. It's
that's what Dust was doing. He left that part out.
Unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers.
No.
The excitement he really generated was the one interception.
It was saying that
no touchdown passes.
that fucking
and they lost the game.
Dust should have got the fucking forced win.
Because he's been working hard.
Should have got the forced win over Fletch.
Bottom line, how do they get a win?
When none of them tried to get a hold of each other.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. A look now at the starters for the Giants defensively. They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Throwing his Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. There are the numbers last week for Jay Ajayi. 19 carries, 72 yards, and a touchdown.
And, partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week. It's a pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
To throw is Wentz. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Flex round. Here we go.
To throw on 2nd down. Alexander. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old, reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you. His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards is the gain that time. Second and goal.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
The quick slant caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
I was a little fucky, but
well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Could be possible.
So our initial drive of the night, 3 points, maybe not exactly what
Nick was literally just saying.
Take the early lead.
They will take it. You're exactly right. Everybody wants a touchdown. But in this case,
it's sad though because I guess I can't take a break.
On the board.
You know, because all my green is on, but then you guys gave me brown
the first team to
like,
score
well,
in the game,
it's not that
statistically, often ends up the winner.
This fielded at the 2.
Plus, if I go to smoke, I'll probably smoke
here.
with someone.
Just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
You know what I mean?
Carson Wentz, along with his offense, heading back out there for their next possession.
Right,
and he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best
honestly,
the ones that really know
I don't think there was allergic reaction
that's on me.
being on the fact that
but let's go back out there.
As soon as like 8 rain, everything came out.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Mario Edwards Jr. there to bring him down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just heading straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now it's a Ajayi. Oh, and now he pulls him over. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Tackled by Jordan Willis.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half,
plus,
you got a running back of this size, of these dimensions,
if you're getting FPS dominant on long forward, you just always keep that forward plug in the controller, and the controller battery never dies. It never even acts like the controller battery is being used, because you're using PlayStation.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was the veteran Devin McCourty who got a hand in there to break that one up.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Giants And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And before they can get settled in here, time expires on the first quarter of action. 3-0 is our score. Back to MetLife Stadium in just a moment. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Let's go! 190!
Off the play fake. Alexander. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this 1st half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Derek Barnett in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Great job defensively.
Have you guys
he was
ever
trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football before he knew it. He was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
If they encounter anybody, you kind of just help them.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Alexander. He finds Beckham complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards on the play.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all.
Cowboy boots.
We'll hear about that from him soon.
A plaid shirt on.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
On this, I got cowboy boots.
Quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
But I got a beanie on. I don't have any of those clothes, dude.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Alexander. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Derek Barnett. He's the
I
one
had
to
cowboy
get him,
boots
and that's
at one
sack
point.
number
I did.
7 for him
Not with you. That's because I grew out of them.
Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility?
My dad
ends
didn't
versus
really
the
like
tackles
buying
there,
the
Charles?
cowboy boots.
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles are usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced,
I'd go ride some
you want a
bulls
little
if
bit
I
of
could. That's
everything
fun
out of
as
all
fuck.
of your guys.
You ever
Let's
done
just go
that?
ahead and break it down and make it
No,
simple.
you ever
The guy
ridden
who's
bull?
the right defensive end
That's
versus the
exhilarating.
right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it
I
in
just got a
tight,
little
made it
XP
really
for that. That's
difficult
pretty cool.
because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on third down. Didn't get beyond them, no pickup.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds
How
up
often
getting
do you go
just
to
enough on it.
the one
So
part?
make some room next to
I don't know
Tom
the part of the
Dempsey
map
on the
that is
NFL's
World's End.
all-time
Near
field
World's
goal
End,
distance
they got
leaderboard.
target practice.
That's going
How
to go
often do you
down
guys do
officially
that?
as a 63-yarder.
Let's not forget about David Akers, Jason
No.
Elam, and Sebastian
You should.
Janikowski, too. So now Matt Prater at 64 has got a little bit of company up near the top
Okay, if you
spot.
want-
That was one heck of a kick right there.
Right. It's near the settlement, the campus. It's in kind of the westward, but it's close to the control point of World's End by the theater. That bitch just said, I didn't know anyone could shoot like that. I'm like, I can shoot like that. Gobble that dude the fuck up.
I should have told you to pick me up some fucking papers. Damn it.
Hey, I was about to say.
Turn that on.
Amber alert. How can I go look at that still?
That's all you got.
Really? Oh, motherfucker! I wanted to read that.
It
No!
says McKees Rock, PA, Amber Alert, license plate, blah 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 blah, PA, 2004 Gold 4 excursion. That's it. That's all it says.
No, they wish they were opening that supply drop.
Apprentice too? That one?
I'm gonna probably watch the first season and see what it's like.
Have you watched any of it yet?
Hmm?
Have you watched any of it?
No. Look, I think it's coming. I think there's a preview in it. I think it might be I think somehow. I don't want to ruin it to you. I'll shut up.
Are you done?
Yes.
Because you said, I think, somehow, like, 3 times now.
I know. Someone from Arrow, I think.
I just got a sniper rifle that does 11,000 damage. That's what I'm saying. Hurt my penis. That's great. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I bet you do. I love it. Can you not and say you did?
Okay, that sounded good. Do you know if you pretend to throw up around Jen, she might throw up? That's right.
Now she's going back to Dick?
Yeah. Oh, you'll find out.
What?
You're about to find out.
Find out what?
She gets fucked. Not fucked like, oh yeah, she does, but she gets fucked in return. But she's starting to figure out some shit.
From these people?
Yeah. About what's going on. But you know how they found out they were, oh, she's a Nightblood. And like, oh yeah, you can stay now because you're a Nightblood. Yeah, it's something to that. Because you know how how on Earth all the Nightbloods had could use the
I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah, that thing.
About.
Yeah.
What the fuck you're talking about.
They have one similar here.
They put one in her?
But listen, but you know how
saying I'm gonna be mad and sad and whatever else?
But you know how you say that, how they say that the other commanders are in the flame? Remember that.
The other primes are in the flame, huh?
So, you remember when that girl goes in there because she's a Nightblood?
Which girl? Jordan's
Yeah.
fuck buddy?
Yeah. And he gets attached and she comes out and she don't even remember him.
He just put something in his mouth.
Yeah.
Oh, poor Jordan.
It's gonna happen, Clark.
With this guy?
No.
Oh, okay.
You'll find out what I mean.
What happened, that's all.
She doesn't remember anybody? Maddie or anybody?
What?
She won't remember Maddie or anyone?
Because remember when she went in there, she said, "Remember me? Don't."
Hold on, shut up. That's enough. Enough. Go back to your game.
Because remember when she says,
I'm not even on the episode.
"Yeah, you are." If she's making out with that guy, yes, you are.
Wait, is this the last episode that's on here?
Which episode are you on? 4?
Face behind the glass. Yeah, 4.
Yeah, face behind the glass. Remember when she said that? Remember me, I'm not no face behind the glass. When she told Jordan that.
That's what... Oh. His fuck buddy said that?
Yeah, before she went in there. Because he said
I used to
something
watch
about
the Orange
that
is the New
line.
Black. I don't
Like,
know why.
Yeah, because of his parents.
yeah.
Okay.
Great.
Do I still
I
need
never
to
really
watch
watched
this
it.
one?
Which one? Read it.
Episode airing?
Aired. When is it aired?
The 28th. So Tuesday.
Yeah, you get to watch it after that. But it'll be on that app on live TV at that time.
What?
Yeah, I mean, I go back to the bedroom at 9 o'clock so I can watch it with no...
Awesome show. You're talking
But
about a girl
I
who got
usually
raped by
wait
a
till it gets
cop
on that, and then I can
sorry.
watch it because it'll bing on your thing.
I'm not following you, but whatever.
It'll bing on. Okay. Yeah, I watched the 100 on the CW and the Flash and Arrow. Yep. Did you ever watch that? Okay. The 100 is about when, like, if the Earth gets fucking destroyed by nuclear shit, and people go, yeah, and people will go up in space and live, and they send down the first 100 to see if the Earth is survivable because they can't live in space no more.
I want to yeah.
I hope you don't play it like Devin does in Bull Rush. Yeah, it is. You don't want to do that. You want to be like a little bitch and hide a little bit and shoot.
Right, but if you bull rush, there's certain perks that you can get for doing it.
I know, but
it's not the greatest, but
yeah, you can. You can shoot deer, dogs, fucking crows, and yep.
You just suck, exactly. You.
No, you suck.
Oh, I shoot at the fucking fox, the coon, the squirrel, the bird, the average things. think so? You're doing little squeaky sounds and you bounced. I can't. Bloop. Do you guys ever use that fucking canister launcher that sends out fucking poisonous gas?
Oh, the chem canister thing?
Yeah, the chem canister that shoots poisonous gas.
I haven't used that perk, but I use the one.
There's one that heals you
and revives people. Maybe I'm thinking the Hive one.
No, that's
maybe.
the Hive. The Hive revives people. You get to press L1 in order for the thing to be directed towards teammates.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this.
Eli just made a 63-yard field goal.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back
with
of the
that kicker that I drafted in the thing. So when those fuckers made fun of us, you tell them fuck you.
Football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs, so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see him play like that, where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now, we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Wentz now to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone, because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. The line of Smidge once again as they get ready for 2nd and goal. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Wentz, and they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Jordan Willis, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
And Elliott puts this one through. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive,
these are exact
you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and get some big points on the board.
That's up to you. You want to get fucking raped?
Return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
At some point,
no,
you
don't understand. You're going down all the time.
Special teams, the spark that often wins
to the
games.
people I go
Good
against.
starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding the lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he's able to hold on to the football.
Looking to throw. Alexander. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
I watch him with
he'll
their
work
fucking
it across midfield inside the 45. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. This quarterback now, only 1 pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
To throw on 2nd down. Alexander. Open man right side is Ingram. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit.
Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
A final shot before break. Alexander. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, where it was the Packers who get the win at home. Aaron Rodgers, 2 touchdown passes as his guys remain unbeaten. From there, we'll head down to the Big Easy. Check on the Saints at home at the Superdome. And it was the visiting Carolina Panthers who were victorious in that one. Jordan Howard, a touchdown run in the victory. And one final game to highlight. It's Monday Night Football, and they've got a good one this week between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is, okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game.
And got his man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 36 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Flex round! Flex round!
Throwing on first down. Alexander. That'll be caught right side by Hamilton. And he'll go down at the 28. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And that is incomplete.
You got the SWAT boots too?
Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way, because a
The only
quarterback
thing I'm
on his
missing
back
from
usually
the
can't complete a
collection that I'm
pass.
trying to get is my cowboy.
And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10
I'm
yards
missing the
there.
glasses
This
too.
offense is on a roll. This drive
Glasses.
continues to plunge forward.
Cowboys, huh?
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not really. It came off of that guy, the deep guy. He came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Brandon Graham in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory. You get into,
and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Giants add on to their lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you
Because
remember,
as soon as I join your shit, your enemies get boosted to my level to
Okay, Jake, they tried that. They were like, hey, Honda, join us. I'm like, all right, I will. You know, and they were down. I'm like, I'm mowing the guys down. Hold on, I'm trying to get there. Go over and revive them. Get back up, they heal.
The only thing that's good about
They go
it is
down
that
again.
If you can manage to keep yourself alive, and put bullets in people and stay behind cover and shit, you'll level up crazy. But you don't have fun. You'll sit back and do shit.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At least until you get to a decent level. Because my guns do several thousand damage per bullet while you're doing a couple hundred.
And we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a
This
half.
is supposed to be a group-oriented, yes, but we're supposed to start it
These are the sequence of plays we want to
play
run. These things work well for us.
together.
And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right
No,
away.
everyone else started without me and they told me to catch up, so I fucking buzzed through it like fucking Grease Lightning, okay?
See what they have up their sleeve.
Oh!
Intercepted.
I'm about to fucking trip him.
That was a good pick right there.
Take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
I picked that motherfucker off. It was like mine.
On 1st and 10.
Nick, what level are you? You still over 21?
Yeah.
I do.
And he'll be brought down at
What the fuck? You're supposed to stop.
The completion good for 3 and it's 2nd down.
And go
Zone
ahead!
defense, and you know you've got a drag route on as your
Yeah, I told you,
call.
I'm fucking going to
You
30.
gotta be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because
Yeah, but I want to get
this
these games done in order with it. I had to play.
Only netted him 3.
Hold and finish it in a little group.
Back to throw. Alexander, wide open receiver complete.
Because if we're really going to regroup, we might as well try and see if we can get me, Water, and fucking Niles. And all 4 of us throw in and fucking just do it.
And defensively, they were in zone
And we'll go into fucking Niles' shit, so we'll probably get a downgrade.
Quarterback like he is.
You might actually get downgraded into his shit.
You have to be careful about how much time you're giving.
No, because I joined you guys.
So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher if guys trying to get to the football.
It's caught. Becker. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. With that, he's up to 160 yards receiving now for the ball game.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Looking to throw. Alexander. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They get it to him.
Should have kept on going.
He will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
The reason why I use a contaminated fucking chemical launcher is because when these motherfuckers try and fucking open up a supply drop, I'll shoot it over there and watch them all just fucking deteriorate. It's like, yeah, dumb bitch.
They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38!
Here's Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The
Look,
kickoff
Miles,
team on the
if you
field
really
now as
want
they will
us to
send
fucking
this
group
one
up
away.
here, we can, but I'm telling you now.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone.
I'm level
for a
20,
touchback.
okay? You're not going to have fun.
and
This
experience.
isn't Dragon Ball Z. You can't just get mad and think that you're gonna be the most overpowered motherfucker. Yeah, see, you're not Goku. It doesn't work that way.
No, Goku doesn't get mad. He just gets furious. And then, poof! I'm fucking Super Saiyan. What are you gonna do now? Or are you talking about Frieza or like after Frieza? After Frieza, it's like just like a switch. He just goes bam. Oh, so you're like God then? You're like bam. It's like a switch. It was like poop. Oh, fucking, I'm good.
You good back there? No? Want some help? You really need some help, don't you? You think mommy's hiney is yours? Oh, she's helping you up now. It's the United States of don't touch that thing right in front of you. Jesus. Pickle Rick, Morty, Pickle Rick. I turned myself into a crickle, a crunchy ass old ass pickle. Jeebus. Fucking crids. Fucking tiny ass little crids. Yeah? That's great.
That's great.
I'm glad I could be of service. That's cool.
Elo, going in the half, I was winning by 3 points. Now with going in the half, I was winning by 3 points. And now that's the third quarter with 2 minutes and 45 seconds left. I'm up 17. See what you're doing? You got your kids singing that song.
turned myself into a crunchy pickle. I'll tell you right now, she's a black lady. Jesus. Dude.
It's ma'am.
Dude, I can't get over that. No, that dude's fucking dipshit.
Man, I was fucking with Dub so bad, he was getting pissed.
What? She's talking about all the pickles. Oh yeah?
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Room to run past midfield. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
No, Jay Johnny's waking up, I guess.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled.
He threw 2 picks already, but that's my defense right now. Ball hawking.
One big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Going for the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock that away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz drops it off to Ajayi. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. Ertz over the middle. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. An Eagle first down, Wentz to Ertz.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Wentz now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter.
And I haven't touched mine that you guys gave me. Nick, you got any papers or no?
On first down,
No.
Wentz.
No.
His throw caught at about the 5.
Well, if I bring a little bit of weed over later,
down,
want to smoke a
nice
bowl with
little
you.
gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. If you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Jay Ajayi with touchdown number 7.
Now I'm winning by 10
and the Eagles
with 7.5 minutes left.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. They go for just one here as it's up and good, and that will shave one more off this lead. Elliott now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him. They keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
No.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, Brandon Pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. A handoff to Barkley. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, They're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
And think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Come on, let's go!
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got it. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
The extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now Wentz. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Wentz going to throw, and he comes back with one complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? What a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Yeah, they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had to read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
They get just 2 out of it there, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Throwing the side pattern here complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Now Wentz. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Wentz now on first down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. Again, it's Wentz. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal. Now Wentz again. That's caught at the 2. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. As his guys are in for 6. And the Eagles get a score closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And these numbers showing up on the screen, that's why he's their star. They kept him down for a little bit, couldn't keep him down for a full 4 quarters.
But what they were hoping for was a half of a game. And if they could have shut it down at the half, they had done their job. But as you mentioned, a full 4 quarters, and the best, they always feel like they're one run away from changing the momentum or breaking something big, and we're starting to see that here in the second half.
A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley, 44 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
The burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. They come out here in the eye. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." Some teams like to do something and feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They fake the give. Now Wentz. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now. Here we go.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Gary and Conley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it.
No,
but as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw.
It helps if you look at me, not at Daddy.
So for the Giants, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, we'll see how their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions.
How you fucking dressed?
I beat them. They're 7-4 like you, Elo. I just gotta beat them after. If I beat you, I gotta beat them after. I will face you week 16 too. Oh my God, this is gonna be great.
I just found a sniper rifle 14.2k. Ooh. I'm starting to find a lot of gold guns.
Hey.
Game's always broken when they lose.
What y'all, what do you read?